Aw. Shuggies, boogie boogies. Okay, that's enough bullshitting around. Hello, ain't. You might hear Shuggy running around. He was just given a bath and he has the bath time zoomies, and now he's standing on my. Yep, there he goes. He's doing the dog thing where he just like stands and like shakes his fur around. I had to go into my room to get my mic, and he like ran in there, and he immediately ran up to our beds and just started like rubbing against our blankets to get dry. Anyway, I'm not fully sure what I'm going to do tonight. I mean, I have like a list of like all my to-do stuff. Um, in order to really complete any like major items would involve like spriting, and I don't really want to do that right now because I would take like an hour to do like a single sprite. Most likely, it's very consuming for me. Just because I like to fine tune everything. Like I like to use like keep your things pretty consistent, I guess, or like move parts around very slightly. And whenever I'm like moving things, I always check to see if it is existing already, just to make sure I can reuse it, that sort of thing. Um, anyway, let me see here. So one thing is updating Tierra's slide, so I guess I'll start with that. No, that's too much Shuggy. Tierra will have her own dog one day. She's too young right now. Like Wing Ding doesn't show up until like at least when she's like teens. The backstory with Wing Ding is that her mom gets it after her older sister goes off to college, and then when her mom is too busy to take care of it, she kind of like dumps it onto Tiara to look after the dog. So it's like not even she's like now like super overly attached to it, and Wing Ding is kind of a he's kind of meant to be a very not good dog. All right. No, he's not. You know, like how there's a blog. I don't know if I ever told you this, Inky, but you seen like on Twitter that there's like a blog called like Can You Pet the Dog? Have you heard of that? So a thing is like all the time with like indie games, I see people like putting in like highlighting the fact that there's a dog in the game and that you can pet it. And like it's very clearly like bait for like going onto that Twitter rather than like like with I think with the original intention with like can you pet the dog, etc., etc. Like any other type of like minor interaction like that in a game that you don't really need to like that doesn't do anything functionally, but like it's a little interaction that you can do. Like it's kind of cute to highlight sort of stuff like that, just because like again, it's developers or like designers going out of their way to like put something in a game that is like a little piece of interaction, and it's I guess like I think it's endearing in like older stuff or like just stuff that like just happens to do it just because it's somebody like thinking about the world a bit more. When I see like recent stuff doing it, my takeaway is like, okay, they heard about this blog and they're putting it in there to like do that thing. Like, are they actually approaching the rest of the world with that kind of mindset? Is like how I feel about it. Like, okay, you can pet the dog. Can you kick the dog like you could in Mega Man Legends? Can you uh, can you put trash away? Can you kick little cans into like trash cans? Does the game acknowledge it? Does the game like support it? Can you go up to a person paying something and say their paying looks like shit? Can you do that and not get anything out of it? Like, is that sort of thing is what I mean. Like, I don't know. Anyway, the joke with Wingding was going to be like you can like walk up to him and it'll give you a prompt to pet him, but no matter what you select here, will just say like he doesn't deserve to keep pet. I don't want to encourage him by touching him. And then maybe at one point like she's in like some haunted place and you'll see Wingding, but it only looks like him. And like she says, I'm not sure this is my dog. And then the game prompts if you want to pet him. If you try to pet him, it like turns into like like an eldritch beast ghost monster thing, and you have to fight it. It's like a super boss. Okay. So I was going to change her dashing. So right now it's functions where it puts her in the air. It kind of works like as a jump, but I don't want to make it a jump anymore. I'm just gonna get rid of like jumping as a thing in my game. Um, I was like originally was like thinking around like making the sewers kind of like a little jumping section, but it is kind of like awkward because like the way to like dash is let me just show it. And actually I have to make sure that it can show my game because I think I might have closed the window. All right, there it is. Yeah. Let me move it down though so chat it okay, I whatever I'm grabbing it's not the game window. There we go. Yeah, it looks cute, but you're actually wrong. It's not cute. It's actually really scary and really serious, and maybe you should just shut the fuck up, idiot. Anyway, I'm just gonna grab these two because I'll show that next. So the way that dashing works right now is, so if I hold down Z, she'll like crawl, and if you keep holding it, she'll like keep doing that, and you let go, she does that. So in order to dash, Shuggy's like sliding his butt on the ground. Okay. You have to double tap it. So like as she's in the middle of her transition animation, you hit it again and she'll like do a dash. I'm not Canadian. What do you mean? Yeah, it kind of looks a little weird when she's doing it at an angle. I mean, the movement's okay when she's on the ground. I think I have to have her legs like kind of like stretched towards the downwards a bit. But anyway, so you can sort of see that she's in the air for a bit and she lands on the ground. And I need to make it so that instead, when she dashes, it's along the ground. It goes a little bit longer. There's dust clouds. Um, and like what will that will do is like it'll let me like you have like this like bench here. And you're meant to like crawl under it to like hide from strawberry. Uh, a thing I had is like you can do that, but if you're in the air and you bump into it, she'll get knocked backwards. She's like super startled. Like, oh no. Because I thought, okay, maybe you have to time it so you don't do it so close. But instead, I'm gonna make it so you slide on the ground so that you can just go under it if you like, if you time it. And it doesn't add too much. It's not like super important, but it's just a little thing you can do. I think that's nicer. Um, the other thing was like making it so that you can like slide underneath a strawberry. Let me see if I can make him come out. There he is. So like he does this like lunge thing and like hop towards you, but you can see he's in the air. And I was thinking like, okay, when he's in the air, I'll like dash under him, but I got grabbed here. I got grabbed by the ghoulies. Uh, Let me restart. Yeah, she's freaked out. He could kill her. He's gonna crush her little head till juice comes out. Alright, and I think I'll show you the other thing I have right here. She doesn't. She doesn't deserve it. So I have throwing in. And I started adding in like little like prompts too for the bottom left there. You can see that it's the camera now tracks where she's aiming it, including like the corners, and she'll throw it, and there you see the rock. She can pick it back up, and it'll be back in her inventory. So I have like 3 of these here. I have a rock, a rubber ball, and an empty can. So you see the rock here. She throws it, and it lands, and it's not too far, and it stops immediately. If she throws the empty can, she can throw a little bit harder, and it has a bit of a bounce, so it goes farther away. And then finally with the rubber ball, that takes longer to fall down, and it kind of rolls a bit, like it has like less yeah, I forget, like friction, I guess, or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, it bounces off of these. The last thing I was kind of doing before I started this stream was starting to pick at like you can pick up the rock. I think that's good enough. Inky, it's good enough. You can do this. Like there's nothing in here but stinky trash. Black. You can put the can in there, and now it's like out of my inventory. But if I check it again, she can take it back out. Wow. Okay. That's wrong. All right. So here's the last thing I was like doing was I was starting to put some collisions with strawberry. And you can see like it doesn't quite have the right movements. I'm not fully sure yet what's going on. Um, hello. Just working on this. And I was gonna make it so that the rock like sends him farther back. The rubber ball not so much because of the weight. Oh, we're getting all stuck up on corners here, just trying to grab it, and there we go. Got it. Yeah, bouncy ball strats. So yeah, the first thing I'm gonna do today is just kind of pick more at the dashing instead of the throwing stuff. Thank you. Like along with like making strawberry like react correctly to being hit by objects, I also wanted to have like different animations. So right now it's only like facing downwards, um, but I have to like animate the other effects too, and that'll take a while. So I'm not doing those right now. Okay, so dashing starts when you are starting to lay down. Here it is. It's a bit polished. I'm gonna play some music too. I'm playing Intelligent Drum and Bass Selected Works 94 to 2000. We're listening to intelligent drum and bass because we're smart boys. We're big boys, Inky. Big boys. Big boys. What? Oh, you don't know? Then I guess this might be too smart for you. I guess. Oh, that's rude. Well, she can't hear it because she's in the video game, and currently I don't have the build up, so she doesn't exist right now. Alright, so we don't want to affect height. Oops. Timer 0, current state dashing. Alright, everything else is fine. So we just changed the height to do nothing there. Again, I put it in because I thought it was going to act as a chump, but now I don't. The reason I was like thinking of it like a chumping was there's like a sewer section in the game that you can go down, and I was imagining like platforms where you have to like kind of, you know, time dashing over it and, you know, making sure you don't fall into the water. But you know, I don't really have too much other platforming going on, and it is awkward just to like kind of like double tap like this C thing. Like it's not really a chump button, so it's like a weird thing to focus on, I feel. And I think it would benefit more from being like a slide. All right. So I have a timer, and I think this is what I'll be using. I'm gonna keep these because she could be sliding off of a, you know, like a block, right? So I'll keep all that stuff. Though I don't want to have this. Well, not exactly. I do want her to transition to landing on the ground. But in order to like control this state, I think I'll use like a timer. So let's see. I think we will keep it at 60 frames. So this here is a map function. Mapping, you know, like when you map a variable, you know, you're taking it from a, you know, like a set of one number and then a correlation to another number. Oh, hold on, I gotta be right back. I gotta take the fries out of the oven for Chris. I should eat. No, you can't stream. Chris, your food's ready. Shuggy's very energetic right now. Anyway, a mapping function it's kind of like thinking of like a percentage of something. Like, you know, if you have like a number between like 1 and 10, and then you say like, I want 10% of that, then 10% would give you 1, 50% would give you 5, etc. It's like that sort of math. It's just that it applies it to like, you know, your own like set of numbers. So this right here is the number I'm plugging in, like the value. This is defining like the old floor, as in like the lowest possible value that this would be that we would want to like consider, and this is the old ceiling of this value that we want to consider. And so I'm kind of like originally it was like 10 and 60, so like, you know, 10 after 10 frames it would like start slowing her down like from 2 until eventually it goes to like 0.2 at like after like 60 frames. So I'm like taking that same logic, except applying it to, well actually, yeah, I guess I do want to do that because, you know, we want to kind of like have her start crawling when the speed is 0. So yeah, this kind of makes sense still. So I guess in this case, like, we don't really want, I think it makes it a little more confusing to have that. So I'll just like get rid of that. So she slides for 2 pixels every frame for about 60 frames until I guess like she starts to slow down. It takes her around. Yeah, let's do this. And I think I'll put this to 30 instead. So what's gonna happen is like she'll like dash at this top speed for 30 frames, and after that, over the next second, it will slow her down to like 0 because this is like returning a range of like 0 to 2 based on these two values, and it's like subtracting from that. And this true over here, I just have that so it locks the max. That way, like if we're beneath like this dash time, like it's gonna start off at 0. So like 0 is below 30, but I still want it to return only 0, not like a negative number. Alright. Well, I'm not repeating anything I said to you, Anki, so I guess you'll just have to watch the recording and, you know, go fuck yourself. Alright, so I had a timer there, and I'm only going to use it for this, because I'm going to check speed instead of the, you know, hitting on the ground for when we land. But I guess I will check that too, just in case she's, like, falling through the air. Well, Ain't was here, so he can just repeat everything for you. Alright, let's test this out and see how it feels. Do not know where Shuggy is. Could be dead. I was getting fries out of the oven earlier, and you know, the dog wants to see everything you're doing, and I always worry that he's gonna like chump in. Alright, well this is clearly not right. She's like falling beneath the earth. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. So clearly something isn't working correctly. Okay. Yeah, I have all this stuff for like the ground and height, but I don't actually, you know. Let's see, where is falling? I have to find the falling state. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rethink this quite a bit. Like, I even think falling should be its own state after, like, kind of applying it. And that's kind of like just one of the problems with, like, trying to figure stuff out for the first time. Yeah, he's trying to jump on the he's very interested in food. He's not as bad as he was early on. Like, I think he's kind of just more curious now. But before, he was always just trying to, like, get right to the food that I was eating. You know, sometimes we'll be on the table. But, you know, now I still, like, I kind of hang out in the living room because I'm on the coffee table all the time just so that he's not lonely. Because they're very sociable dogs. And they don't like being on their own too often. I haven't seen him for a while. Hold on a second, I gotta get checked up on. Oh, wait, he's right here. Hi, Shuggy. You're wet. Alright, he was just like directly underneath my table in a corner he usually isn't. Yeah. He's very bitey, but usually was just playing. He might be a little bit possessive, but I think he's mostly scared of like other like new stuff. He does like bark at things when he hears noises or like bumps going on around the house. Sometimes he'll like growl and bark at us for a bit if we like come into a room and he's not sure who it is at first. He'll like start, you know, doing that. So we probably got to get him used to that. I've been taking out walks occasionally. and he's been doing fine with those. Usually he's just curious about stuff. Sometimes he's a little scared of like loud noises and cars, and well, he should be scared of cars. I think he's fine with dogs. Like I think he's a little scared at their size at first, but then like he gets very curious and wants to watch them. Anyway, so we got falling here. Yeah, I think the whole falling thing was kind of stupid. I'm gonna have to rethink this through. So let's see. Not on a climbable object. That's correct. Yeah, that seems fine. Maybe I can just do an else. Because I kind of forgot my logic with all this stuff. But clearly we don't want to lower her height when it doesn't mean to. Alright, he moved now, and now he's just laying next to my legs. Shuggy. Hi, Shuggy. Am I warm? Yeah. Yeah, I think he got all sumied out, and now he's just resting. Yeah, I don't think he's quite as aggressive. I think he's just more like kind of cautious and curious. Okay, she's still acting weird. So why is that then? Oh, right, okay. This isn't quite right. Let me see here. If default set falling. You know what? I think maybe if she slides off of a platform, she just fall automatically. You know? I think trying to like apply like the dash physics to that is just making things weirder. So let's see. I'm gonna get rid of that. Put that here. Yeah, that all seems fine. I'll get rid of that. Falling. Alright, I think that might be it for now. What were you doing, by the way? Alright. That looks really good with the slide at the end, like it feels very natural, but clearly she is not made of butter, so she would not go this far. Refs. Oh, referees? Wow. Yo, bro, pass me the hockey puck. That's hockey slang for pass me the basketball. Ain't Smart is gonna go up Dunbun's gonna go up to the two biggest guys playing the big sports, and he's gonna be like, penalty for both of you. You can't do that. And I'd be like, oh yeah, make us. And then they're gonna grab him, and then they're gonna start like rolling him up into a ball, and he's gonna become all ball like. And then they'll like dribble him around a bit, and then they'll like throw him into a basket, and then he'll like fall down, and then he'll like uncurl from a ball, and then they'll do stuff, but I can't really talk about it. But you know what they'll do, and yeah, it's like that one guy in Wario Land 2. You're welcome, Inky, but it wasn't for you. Okay, so don't get any funny ideas. Inky, I can tell a story about you and your fucking characters if you ever wanted. Just give me a prompt, baby. Okay. This is great music for what's happening here. I know why it's happening, too. Alright, bye, Tierra. Okay, so what we gotta do is we gotta take a dash speed. I'm gonna put that to 2.4. You see, I didn't apply it over here. Alright, well, one time, Poppy happened to own a lot of property, and he also had a job, and he had a thing where he was recognized by the state as a person, which was very new for him, and very exciting at first. But then eventually, the new year comes around, and it's starting to be April, and he's like, April showers bring me flowers, I'm the flower, yay! But then the government man, Chi-Man from Half-Life, comes up to him, and he opens up his iconic briefcase, and he hands Poppy all of his taxes that he owes the government and the state. And he's like, it would be in your best interest to pay this soon. And Poppy, he goes back home with the documents, and he sees that one side of it is blank, and then he forgets that there's important stuff on the other side. So he starts drawing over it, and he's like, maybe I can write a story about my favorite rabbit friend Minkyu. And he starts doing that, but then he gets bored, and he draws, a dog eating food and getting fat, and then he's like, I'm gonna these drawings are so good, I'm gonna mail them to my government. And so he does that, and they get his documents where he just drew, fat smut all over them, and they like it so much they give Poppy an audit, and he's like, yay, audit. and then She-Man comes back, and he's not looking happy. and like She-Man walks right up to Poppy, and he doesn't talk to him or give him anything. He just reaches, bends over, and picks up Poppy's flower pot. That's right, his pink flower pot, his home, his bed. And he says, you didn't pay your money, you idiot. You didn't pay what you owe us. Now we're going to take this. We're possessing it. And he takes it. Poppy only owed as much as that flower pot was worth. But, he really wanted it. He wanted to live in it. And now he's without bed. And he's like, what am I supposed to do now without my flower pot? What, am I supposed to sleep in the dirt? And he doesn't have a problem with that because he is a flower, but it's hard to find good quality soil in this economy. And then Poppy goes up to the two biggest guys he knows, and he says, "Hey, you guys are playing sports wrong. You got a penalty. You got a penalty. Timeout. And they're like, "Oh yeah, what are you gonna do about it?" And so they grab Poppy and they like, use their giant hands to like crumple him up into a perfect spherical ball, and they start bouncing around like a basketball. And throw him through the basket, and then he falls through it, and then he like uncurls into himself. And he's all dizzy and stuff. And then they rob him. All right. Well, let's see. Yeah, there's quite a bit of inspirations, but chef never tells his secrets. All right, so she's programmed to when she like slides into an object too fast, she's meant to like bump off of it, like like getting like bumping into it. And originally it was like based around like her height, but because her height is 0 now, it doesn't know what to do. All right, and she's still sliding a bit too long. I want to keep like the high speed, but I just want her like sliding to stop faster. So I think I'm gonna put this to 20, and I'm gonna put this to 10. And I kind of bumped this up. I think maybe, yeah. Oh yeah, 6. All right. And let's go find the block. There it is, dashing. There's the culprit, officer. So we're gonna go back to crawling, right? No, not crawling. Laying down. You recall I commented out. Wait, where is it? That's dashing. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So we're gonna set this to plus 10 on the height. It's down. Oh. I'm sorry about your stream going down. Ain't. That's not good. That's bullshit. It's bullshit, Anki. It's bullshit. Bullshit. Right, Shuggy Boogie? Bullshit. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Hi. That's right. He's wagging his tail like I'm gonna interact with him. Oh, you're starting to get more dry now, and you look so soft and fluffy. You look less disgusting. Aw. He likes it when I play with his head with my hand. I know that sounds bullshit, but I just wave my hand around him and he'll like try to bite at it. And like he doesn't like hurt too much, it's like a pinch. And, like I'll try to like get under him and like scratch his belly. And he's like he knows we're playing, so. Ah, got you. Give me your toy. Give me your toy now. I'm worried we might be spoiling him too much, but I don't know what the fuck to do about it. Like, what, do I want to, like, beat him up? I don't want to do that. That's messed up. I could do it, though. Were you able to take Cooper on walks? Did he ever, like, respond to people? I guess you said it was different when he was, like, outside, right? Alright, this is still fucked up. What was this like? Alright, very different reactions based on whether it's, yeah, this does not look right, does it? No. I can see why, though. Speed equals 0.5. And I think I'm gonna set height to just 1. Oh, no. It has to be plus equals a low number, and then we set this like that. Yeah, I don't think Shugi really like bites people if they're like petting him like normally. I think he might assume they're playing and like do that, but that's about it. Oh, Shugi has some little dog syndrome. Cooper, I'm sorry, I got our dogs mixed up. Cooper sounds like he has little dog syndrome. Shugi, I think he is just very curious, but still kind of like not too sure about things. Alright, this is feeling a little bit better. Well, just come on down, up, around to over nearby at Washington, D.C. That's right, Trump City. And you can meet Trump's little brother, Joe Biden. And yeah, I'm in Silver Spring, Maryland. Yeah, that's Silver Spring, Rick. That's a Rick and Morty reference. Yeah, so it still looks weird if she's like sliding off of it because she doesn't keep her speed. Oh yeah, these can be pushed. Little bye-bye. Little bye-bye. President Sleepyhead. Does it still do that weird thing? A little bit. You can sort of see that if I'm holding a direction and like still crawling from a transition, she'll like do a little stutter there. But if if I don't hold right, she'll like smoothly transition into that. I think what's happening is it's trying to play the frame of another animation while going over into the one where she is like moving around. Look alive, Jack. I'm the president. I have a character named Jack. Did you know that, Inky? Oh, that's weird. Yeah, a lot of weird shit with the height and falling things. I really gotta rethink it sometime. But this is looking good so far. It doesn't really bump correctly with these crawlables, but I think I know why, too. It's the same thing as like the others, except that it's just on like a different collision thing. I don't like the speed. Yeah, see? Over here. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, ideally these should be like part of like a script or whatever. But I'm not gonna do that right now. If I get it right this time, then I won't mess around with that. Alright, that doesn't look quite right.
Music.
Okay, so I'm just gonna make that script now then.
Music is the basis of all life.
Music is the basis of all life.
Music
we give Shuggy like little chew sticks, like that are like you can eat and all that. Well, he can eat basically. Um, but like sometimes he doesn't want to eat it right now, but it's like a stick and he wants it for later. So he'll do that thing where he'll have it in his mouth and he'll just wander around the whole apartment trying to look for a place to bury it for later. Storing it. But we don't have any dirt or anything like that. So he just like wanders around like a lot of time. Eventually like we'll put it in like some awkward corner where anyone can really get to it. Yeah, he's done that. He's hidden his underneath like our pillows on the couch. I'm putting these all into local variables so I can like set them to, commands later. It's part of a script. So in case I ever want to reuse this again, I can just set them to something else. Alright, let's start doing that. Okay. Param. Ball speed.
Music is the basis of all life.
Added height. Oh. Param. Speed. I'm gonna put this into camera shake. Okay, and now I have to define all these to some arguments. So if argument count greater than 0, ball speed equals argument. You can sort of see why I don't make scripts right away. Like, takes a bit. Okay, and the last thing I like to usually do is put like a little comment here of what things look like as an example, just so it's easier for me to copy without having to look for like another example. So I'll just put in all the defaults that I usually use, or that I'm using right here. Speed 0.4. Like that. Alright. But, yeah, leaving notes is good. Unless you can name everything, like, clearly. Speed times equals 0.5. Oh, wait, I don't need to do that. I just need to do this. So taking the speed and just cutting it in half. I'll put that over here. And now I am going to be adding the defaults instead, but you know, it's in case if I ever wanted to, I could, you know, set them to something else for different events. But this should at the very least make it so I only have to edit one thing instead of two things. Alright, still not working how we think it should. Well, that looks normal. So what's this one's deal? Where'd my script go? Shuggy's right behind me on the couch sleeping on my jacket. Direction minus 80. Oh, that's why. I was like subtracting from it, so. Okay. So I think if she is not at top speed, then she should like not, like, it shouldn't really count that as like a knockback, right? So let's go here. Speed is greater than 1. I guess it's like very subtle, like how like the range, because like if it's only like 20 frames or 10 frames where she's having it like reduced at all. Yeah, this is something else I have to like fix eventually. Hello. Yep. Gamer. So she's not quite going underneath the bench yet. So I got to... That's right. Hold on a second. Just having a drink of pop. So I think I know what's going on here. So if current state equals crawling, or dashing. That's right, Inky. Now there's a problem with this, and that is if I'm dashing under a block, crawling under it, and I bump into something, I don't want to get knocked back. But I have to then check to see if I'm currently underneath a block for that. So let me think here. So I think I need to refine like the hiding check a little bit better here. Because say like she's in like a dark space, then she should be considered hiding, right? So I'm gonna copy this over. I gotta check now then. Oh wait, I didn't remove the stuff from the crawling. So I'm just gonna comment these out for now. See if they work. Then I'll clean up afterwards. Alright, so it doesn't count as hiding if I'm just like running up against it, which is good. Now, can she still crawl? Yes, and do that. Alright. Now, can she do this? Yes, she can. And that looks pretty cool. Oh, that's not right. If she like slides right into it. Yeah, see, it pushes her out. So I think that's something to do with like the collision still. But for now, I am going through change that. Alright, so I already think I know what's going on with the block. It is checking these two states, but, you know, she has like another state if she's going into the transition right now. The main reason I was like checking for all that hiding stuff right now was that if I bump into a block while I'm crawling under something, I want to not get knocked back, right? So I needed like something to like kind of like handle that check better. Unfortunately, I think I have to just do that thing where I have to like just pile on a bunch of these other states just to make sure that I'm accounting for, you know, her coming out of the dash. So let's see. Landing on ground. That's the other one. Yeah, it is. Let's see if we can get the other part into this. Also, I have to... Yeah, see, I don't really like this whole approach to things, right? Because it's just adding in a bunch of these conditions, and it's something you really want to try, well, that I like to avoid anyway, because it just kind of looks a little bit dirtier, just to have like a bunch of like these appendages here. You don't want like a whole if statement full of like 12 or whatever conditions, because it's kind of a little harder to wield. But it should be fine, like here at least. Though I will do this just to make it a little more legible when it starts. So there's the crawl check, true. And not. Well, it can be is hiding because we, you know. Oh, well, so this crawl check is checking the other object index. So in order for this to count for that, we have to Alright, so if far This is gonna get a little tricky too. Yeah, I can't quite think of this one. Oh, I know what to do. That's okay. And not place meeting. X, Y. There we go. Because this is its own object. So that is going to be weird if... Whatever. Anyway, yeah, I think it looks neat too. Okay, so she's not like awkwardly slopping out of it. Yeah, that is pretty neat how she can just like dash underneath it. Okay, now let's see that she doesn't bump into this. Alright, good. She doesn't do the knockback if I am underneath the bench during it. Oh, that's weird. I gotta see something here. Hold on. Yeah, okay. If I'm not holding down the crawl button after coming out of it, she'll like do that. So I gotta add one more check then to her landing on ground state. That's what. And it's just gonna be this thing here. So we go out of that. Let's see, landing on the ground. If anim end. If jump and not place meaning that. So that should take care of it. Hi Shuggy. What you thinking about, mister? You're looking at me like I'm gonna do something, but I'm not. Alright, I didn't let go of the... Alright, so that's normal. Now, let's go back down to Mr. Hi Shuggy, you're like right up to my face now. Oh, you giving me little puppy kisses? He's licking my nose. Thank you. He's giving me little woofs now. Oh no, Strawberry, it's gonna get me. I gotta get out of here. Slide. Shuggy's very scared of him. Look, Shuggy, look. What do you think of that? He's petrified. All right. Yeah. Aw. There you go. You want me to play with you? Right now? That's fucked up, if real. Inky, remember when we were hanging out at your place in North Carolina and we were playing Donkey Kong Country 64 and we were at the creepy castle level and we were trying to find that last red balloon for Diddy and it turned out like you were looking for like an hour just to find it and we finally looked up in a guide and it turned out in order to make it appear you had to go to a puzzle where your goal was to spell Kong and you had to do it wrong in order to make that balloon appear. You had to do a puzzle wrong in order to get the last collectible. What the fuck? That was so stupid. What were they thinking? I hope those people are dead. I'm gonna send this to Grant Kirkhope, this stream, and he's gonna watch and he's gonna be like, hey, that guy's on the right idea. I'm gonna find them. Did he do the soundtrack? I think he did. What? Hi, dog. Yeah, he agrees. He's out for blood. Yeah. Alright, Shuggy, you're being a little coont. So come with me if you want to live. There you go. You're on my lap now. You happy, puppy? Oh, look at you. You're very fluffy and you smell nice because you had a bath. Yeah. I'm rubbing his belly. I made too much eye contact with him and now he's like, I gotta be friends with Zach. Yeah. There you go. I'm rubbing your belly. Whoa. He doesn't come to sit on my lap too much. I have to usually like pick him up and put him in it. One time he did crawl onto it and like slept for a little bit, but not too much. Usually he likes to sleep right next to me, near my legs or whatever. But doesn't really like lap dog too much, even though he is a lap dog. All right, I'm done with you, motherfucker. No, stop biting me. Now he's licking my ear. Bastard, bastard. Brandon, did you ever see that one video from Fallout 3 where they have like 100 of that one guy? Hold on, what was his name? Who's this old guy that you meet early on that you can like shoot? He's like a old guy with like a cowboy hat or something. Look at him go, bastard. Something Easy Pete or whatever. I don't know what his name is. Shuggy. Shuggy. Maybe in New Vegas, I don't know. Okay, yeah, I found the video. Uh, yeah, let me pause the music here. Easy Pete. All right, so I was right. It's just New Vegas. I don't know. I never played them. Oh, Shuggy's very angry that you answered, Inky. What are you doing? Woof, woof, woof. That's what you sound like, idiot. Now I'm pushing you around, beating you up. Die, Shuggy, die. Ah. Okay, I killed my dog. That's so sad, but we're gonna watch this video. I gotta pull up, Shuggy, please. We're just gonna have to ignore him, guys. Sorry. We don't pay attention to the trolls. Nobody type in chat to my dog. We gotta watch this video. That's right. Uh-huh. Okay, we're ready. Shuggy.
That ought to keep things settled for a while. Bastard! Bastard! Look at him go! Look at him go! Bastard!
Looks like the only thing easy about Pete there was how easy he went down. Alright, we gotta get. Yeah, I wanna remove it. Thank you. Thank you. Bastard. Look at him go! Bastard. Sarcastic jerk. Shuggy, you're being incorrigible. Do you want to go in your pen? That's you haven't been like this riled up since last time I put you in your pen, so it sounds like you want to go into your pen and not hang out with me. Do you want to be a good boy or a bad boy? Huh? Oh, you want to be a bad boy. He's like biting my thumb, giving him some spankings. Shuggy, you're dead. I'm afraid you've passed away. Oh, you can't get to the couch now. I blocked it. Yeah. No easy way up. Fallout 3 tomorrow? Oh, I thought you meant like DLC. I can't wait for the next Fallout when Russia nukes us and we all die. That's gonna be the Fallout in real life. I know what Anki's gonna do when Fallout 5 hits the real world. He's gonna go find a two-headed cow and start pushing it around. All right. So the thing I was looking for is this sprite here. It's gonna make a dust cloud thing. How was the music compared to my voice? How is it? Like, I'm gonna move it down a little bit more because it's got like voiceovers in it, and it's like I'm talking to people, but I'm not. I don't care about any of these humans. All right. Shugi is like to lick my foot, and so I let him do that. But then he gets like bitey. He starts biting my toes, and I gotta like make him stop. All right. Dashing. X, Y. I think I'll keep. Yeah, I'll keep this -1. I'll keep this as 0.4. Oh, he's got a stick again. Yeah, that's not correct. But I know how to fix it. Alright. November, wow. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. 57 years. Alright, so now we got to adjust the thing. Where'd you put my sock, buddy? That ain't it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright, he's finally calmed down. He's just like laying on his pillow and watching me. He's sleepy. Alright, could be a little bit higher. Yeah. Can we get much higher? So higher. Now I'm starting to think not having a depth like that. I'm gonna try something else too. I'm gonna try adjusting this. And I'm gonna revert this. Yeah, it looks fine when it's like going to the side, but now it looks weird if I'm going like up. And I think I should keep it, yeah, I'm gonna probably have to like do some. Okay, let's see. So, moving direction equals up, or moving direction equals up angle. And then I'm gonna set up dust y equals -9, and dust y is going to be negative smaller number. There. Mm. It's like right on top of her, and that just feels weird. Yeah, I'm gonna change this back to 0, because I think that was part of it too. There's like too much of the animation all at once, so it's skipping frames. So I'm setting it back to this. I'm gonna try the other type of dust cloud I have in my thing. Okay, it kind of looks like she's farting. We don't really want that. So I'm gonna add another thing on here for the X position, checking the sides. Var dust X equals 0. And then we got else if moving direction equals side. Oh wait, we don't really need all that. We want dust X equals 4, -4 times image X scale. That's her facing direction. And so we take that and we add it to here. I'm gonna check this again too. Yeah, well, what can you do? Alright. Looks a little better. I think I can increase the thing of it, and I'm probably gonna have dust Y not be so high up either. Six. It's getting there. Okay, I'm gonna do this one more time. Yeah, that's about it, I think. Oh, you bumped your head, up shit. Oh, that's normal. Yeah, she's like right on the edge of the depth check there. So she was like appearing over it. Yeah, see? Can happen here too. And it's not quite a simple thing to fix I recall. Sorry, I had to do a big ol' yawn. It'd be neat if I could make a section where you would be pressed to use like the dash thing if you wanted to save time, you know, like to skip like maybe a cycle of like Strawberry wandering around somewhere. Or maybe something in the sewers if I want to like involve like water pushing her back if she gets hit by it. But yeah, I think the dust cloud now is looking fine. What are my notes? Hold on here. So like I have like a list on my Discord of like all like to-do items, and it's not like comprehensive. It's not like the entire game. I just like pick on parts that I'm gonna like work on, and I just write down like all the bullet points. All I have for the slide was just like make it ground based, have dust particles, so all that collision stuff that's like just I guess filed under like slide under the ground. And the last one is passing underneath Strawberry's lunge. So, excuse me. We have to look at Strawberry here. And we have to find... This jumping is going to be something else. But we have to find the one that's related to his lunge. I think I call it leaping. Yeah. There it is. Alright. Now, there are like a couple states with like the leaping here. I don't want to change his collision off, but that's going to affect the blocks, and that's really bad if he's like, you know, moving during it. So I think what we'll do is for the PC, we'll just add in a check here. If object PC does current state does not equal dashing and current state does not equal leaping, then I'll grab her. And this will still be tricky to time. I think, you know, it's not going to be like an intended mechanic. Like, it's not going to be intended to beat the game to know this, but it's just something that you can do, is what I wanted to have. Oh, wait, I messed that up. Hold on. Actually, this logic is wrong, too. I think instead I want to check something like this. So, if these are both true, right? through equals false. I think there is like a logic that's would do what I said was just like one line there. I think it's like yeah, whatever. This is makes more sense. If not, pass through. Alright, let's see if we can do this. Oh no, Tier, he's gonna kill you, he's gonna get you. Alright, we did it. Now let's see if it works normal. Yep. Alright, I think there's a problem, and it has to do with like the leaping, is that it's based off the substate. That's right. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Hey, puppy. Okay, let's see if this works. Alright, so it still works fine. The jump, go underneath. He can grab her. Get away, Tira. And if she dashes in him, he can grab her. Alright, that's pretty cool, right? That'll be fun for a GIF. And then she can like run away over here, dash into that. He comes by. There's something else I want to fix. I think I might as well do it right now. Buy strawberry. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of making things nice-ish. So I never really liked that middle thing at the bottom of the benches, and I mean, I must have liked it at one point. I put it there, right? But you know what I mean. Like, I don't really like how it looks now. So, like, it might make sense, but I think it's just kind of like it's a little busy, and you know, you can like clip over it easily. There we go. Yeah, see, looks fine. Right, and there was one more thing I wanted to do. I never really settled on like how to. I was just having that bottom bench there as like testing. It's probably a better place to put like a bottom bench. Okay. And move her down here. Right now he's set to always appear in this one spot. I think I mentioned it in my like first of these videos I did, but I have a no, not this one. I have this here that's forced here boolean. That's just purely for like debugging. What was I? Oh, right. I was going to check something because I wanted to try and add a little detail just in case I make a video after the stream just to show people the dashing because I think it looks nice. I might as well add in these shadow effects here. And I forget like how I went about assembling them. Okay, so they're just assets. All right. I guess because they are, you know, they're part of the ground, and I don't want to make like a whole like sprite thing for it, like a whole tile set. So, with that, we are going to add in a asset layer. I'm gonna have this be, I think 2 by 2. No, I'll come back. So yeah, you can just add in sprites onto like your thing. You have to like make a tile set or whatever. Um, where did I put the? Where is that asset? It's probably in placeholder. Yep, bench underneath. Okay. See it? Okay, well that doesn't quite look how I envisioned it. I should probably have it be darker. Because it is meant to be underneath, right? I think the idea was like it would be like... Because like it's not really possible... Well... I don't really want to make a whole other object just to, you know... add in all that. So I'm gonna just do something here. Yeah, it's a little tricky. I'm gonna do it inside. So we are opening up Psy tonight. Are you excited? You excited about Paint Tool Psy? There it is. Paint Tool Psy. Alright, this is still a little too bright for me. There. Okay. Yeah, it's technically darker, but yeah, this is the one that I ended up importing. Um, That's a little too harsh. All right. Gotta do this one too. Is this an almond break? Okay, so we're going back to Game Maker a little bit, and we are going to update these bench sprites because they're just a little too subtle. So we first import this one. You gotta get rid of the white space. And then I just have to save over for the lower one. And then that should be it. Alright, now we can go back to not here, but over here. And yeah, that looks fine now. I think that looks a lot more contrasty. High strawberry. Let's move this to some spots. The reason I can't just draw this off of the bench itself is because of depth issues. It would be way too easy for it to like clip on top of Tiara, which would look bad. Unless like I made like a separate object that would like set its depth low automatically and spawn it over there, but I don't really want to do that. I mean, I guess I might as well have to since they're all going to be part of these like things here, but and I just want to see how it looks right now. If it's even worth the trouble. Alright, there's no other benches over there. Let's get some of these side ones. Okay, we got pretty much all of them except the middle. Alright, cool. Oh, no. There you go. Strawberry, scary. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, I can always program like strawberry so that it's not as easy to do that like later on, just in terms of you know, with him getting more aggressive, making him like try to choke you more often. But you know, for like a basic thing, I think it's good, and that you know, I want you to be able to like do neat stuff now and then. Look at her, she's all comfy, cozy. All right, so yeah, so we did a little bit more with the. Did I do anything with the throwing? I showed it, but I don't know if I actually did anything with changing it. Yeah, I think the dashing is good, so I'm gonna check that off of my to-do list now. That's one whole line of text. Cool. Actually, there's some other items on here I'm just clearing off my list. Reduce knockback speed on collision, did that. Different physics for all the items, have that. You can't see the list, I'm not showing anything right now. Fix collision of object bouncing with blocks when sliding on ground. I guess I could do that next. Oh. And a little dust cloud for the rock hitting the ground, so that's in there. So the other things with throwing is handling tracking for where an item is when you leave a room, or resetting it back to origin point if you leave the room and it's like on the ground. Stun animations for strawberry at side or going up. Alright, I can't do that. And I'm not sure why I wrote this one. Fix collision of object bouncing with blocks when sliding on ground. I guess I'll test it right now to see how that looks. And we're getting close to the 2-hour mark, and that's kind of where I'm gonna like stop, because it's like 10 p.m. right now. I did do a little bit of work earlier today, before I started streaming with like the throwable objects, getting those to look right, or just updating the physics. Okay. So the thing that slides the most is the rubber ball. Okay, so I gotta get a little farther away. I think I'm gonna use the can instead. It doesn't really have much of a slide either. Yeah, it's a little tricky. Oh, I have an idea. Well, that's close to my idea. Oh, right. She's too close to the fountain, so she thinks she's using that on the fountain. Okay, well that's too much at the corner. Let's try here. Damn, this thing has some bounce. It's gonna hit the trash can, yeah. If it's bouncing off the wall, then I think it's fine. I can't really quite test what's going on with this that was bothering me earlier. Man, it's hard to find that sweet spot of like bouncing off of this so that it loses speed, but still being able to reach it, but then like sliding into it. Like either it comes up too short or it's too long, and I can't really get that any closer than that. Alright, this might be my best bet. Alright, I think that's fine. I mean, I didn't really see any issue with that. Actually, let me check climbable objects too and breakables because those have a little bit of a adjusted things with them, and I should just to make sure that they're fine. I actually don't know how it work if I throw off of a like a climbable object. Yeah, see, so climbables are like a little bit different because I can also like push them, but it's also checking me differently. All right, so those don't even. Yeah, that's not correct. It's facing right through. It's not even like taking into account them. But those are like, yeah, yeah. That must have been what I was talking about earlier. What I wrote down. Did these even keep track of my current height? Nope, it doesn't. So that's a thing to fix. All right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop too, just because there's other stuff with throwing that I'm not gonna get done, so I might as well call it a night for now. Yeah, this is something I have to fix too, having a climbable object that I can push while on top of another climbable. Alright, well, thanks guys for watching. I'll see you all later around. Bye bye.